Town is a masterpiece of a movie. Each scene really feels like it has some kind of purpose to it. Like every minute feels like it has some kind of purpose to it. The movie itself doesn't really get the attention that I feel like it deserves for some reason. I don't know why. But, if you've never seen this movie, then hopefully, I can show you what you're missing. In The Town, a proficient group of thieves rob a bank and hold the manager hostage. But things begin to get complicated when one of the crew members falls in love with her. There's so many reasons that make this movie just excellent. One of those things for me is all of these complicated relationships. In my opinion, the heart of this movie is the relationship between Doug McCrae and Claire, which is the woman that his crew took hostage during a bank robbery.
They blindfolded me and drove me around. And then they stopped and let me out.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
It is his fault, but that's what makes the relationship so compelling, Doug is taking her out on these dates and they're having these long, deep conversations. Now, mind you, all of this is happening when they're smack dab in the middle of an FBI investigation.
The FBI guy told me it would feel like I was in mourning.
FBI? You're working with the FBI?
Mm-hmm.
It's like on one hand, he's starting to fall in love with this woman, right? But that love could easily, land him in prison.
They don't have any suspects, any clues, any leads, anything like that?
Not that they've told me. He intimated that they were scouring Charlestown, but they were wearing masks, so.
Now, there's this whole complicated situation between Doug and his dad, who is actually in prison. And, Doug's trying to figure out what happened to his mom, and this whole situation really kind of bleeds through the entire movie.
How come we never looked for her?
Look for who?
For Ma. How come we never tried to call nobody or look for her and ask around?
Now, some of the best scenes in this movie are the robbery scenes. You really feel all of the adrenaline and the stress, but at the same time, you realize that these dudes are professionals.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, this might sound weird, but these guys work so well as a team. They're smart, they're intelligent, and you can really see that in these scenes. You can really see just how well versed they are at controlling the situation.
Come on. When's the time lock set for?
9 o'clock?
Don't lie to us. It's 8:15. Listen, it's not your money. You understand? Mm-hmm. Don't lie to us again.
Just that little clip alone really shows that these guys are sharp. They are about that life, but they're not stupid. So like I was saying earlier, this movie it's a true masterpiece. There's so many things in this movie that make it so good. Especially that complicated relationship between Doug and Claire. You have all these details with the multiple bank robberies. There's just so much stuff. There's so many things I didn't even mention in this video. I left a lot of stuff out, right? There's so many things that happen in this movie. Just give it 15 minutes. Just give it 15. And you're going to watch the whole movie because it's so well done. There's no weak points in this movie. It's all around excellent. It's a dramatic, thrilling, rich experience from like the very beginning to the very end. So it's an all around great movie. I just can't recommend it enough.
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me? We back up.